How are you doing today? I am coming to you. Finally finished my painting and super excited to be finished. I don't think I have ever created a painting of this size in such a short time. So it's been head down painting for me since I finished working at the end of June, and trying to get in, snippets of relaxing and recuperating my energy. And I wanted to just talk about that a little bit with you this morning, and hopefully I can catch a few of you here. But I just wanted to remind you to move at your own pace. Don't let anything outside of ourselves put pressure on you. And I've really felt that, especially when it comes to like building my business here. I definitely enjoy doing my painting, and I'm not talking about the pace of creating that painting, but more sometimes I put pressure on myself to be here and to do live videos, and I really have been sinking into that space of just being and not trying to produce anything. And I thought, you know what, there's so many of us that struggle with that, because when we look out around us in the environments around us, in the world around us, there's so much pressure of, well, if you want this, you have to do this, right? You have to do that. You have to perform. You have to be keeping up. You have to be going after it and going after that goal. And you know what? When you're tired, you're no good to anyone, and you're just running kind of on a treadmill, not moving anywhere. You're just in the place of running and looking busy and feeling like you're busy, but not actually producing. You're no good for anyone when you're tired. So I just want to remind you to take some time for yourself. Take time to recover. Take time whenever you feel you need it, without feeling pressured to do or be in any way, shape, or form that other people seem to think you need to be. Take it at your own pace. There are no rules out there. You get to create at your pace. And you need to take that time, come back to your center, piece by piece. And I was thinking about that with my painting. I was thinking, I love painting. I love creating. I love putting the colors on the canvas and watching it come together piece by piece. And I thought, that's centering, that's alignment, that's pulling yourself back into that alignment a little bit by little bit, and without putting pressure and requirements on you and your life. Your only thing that you need to do is to actually get into alignment. And actually, let me just talk about that for a minute, because last week I had some really great vibe sessions with some amazing women, and it was wonderful and high energy. And we talked about alignment because I use that a lot. And oh my goodness, sorry about that if I lost connection. Hopefully you can see me again. Darn weather and living on an acreage, right? Internet is spotty. So, but what I was just saying is the definition of alignment for me is that my heart, my emotions, my mind are all in sync with my higher power, with my center, with my heart, without any interference of outside conditions or outside expectations. And so when I was speaking with this other lady, one of my sessions, she was saying, oh, because that's not what she defined as alignment for her. And not that anything is right or wrong, we just needed our language to meet and understand each other. So So alignment is when you get into that heart space, that coming home space, and you move from that center. And when you're in there, when you're there, everything feels loving, comfortable, safe, secure, and sure, right? And so giving yourself time to rest, recover, and then moving at your own pace out from that aligned center is what helps you manifest in your life. And, you know, I really noticed that because the last little while I was like feeling a little frustrated because like I was thinking nothing's manifesting for me that I'm putting my intention out for. What's going on? And I realized that I was too busy, that I wasn't coming fully back to my center and fully recovering and resting. And I went right back to being reminded when I was journaling this out. I was reminded as to how I manifested my house and how I manifested my job and how I manifested that huge lump sum of money that I talked about in my book. And it was because I was very general when I was intending. I was very general, and I wasn't putting any expectations out there on the universe. I wasn't saying it has to go this way. This is what I want. I was very generally in the place of, oh, I want a new career. I want a career that inspires me. I want a career that I'm working with people that are always trying to learn and grow and become better people, better for themselves. Because at that time in my life, I was working in an insurance office and I was a broker, and I was also working at the front desk as a receptionist. And I was observing the people around me were very negative. They were, you know, a lot of, not all, I mean, there were some wonderful people there, but their habits were negative. Their habits didn't pull them up into a high vibration. They would, you know, go out for lunch and have heavy meals and come back and they were tired, and they, you know, there was a lot of complaining that went on amongst in that office. And so I was feeling like, I want to surround myself with high vibe energy. I want to be with people that are continually working on improving themselves and their self-awareness. And so I made this list of everything that I required, and I wanted to be compensated financially, and I wanted to be available for my kids, and everything that I put down in my list was very general, but it was all about how I want to feel in my work. And what happened was within 2 weeks, the job came to me. Someone came to me and said, hey, you know what? We need some help in this high school, and I think you'd be really good at it. Why don't you come and try it out? And that was my first step to becoming a teacher. And so it was very cool. And the same with our house. When I sat down, we were looking for a house. We desperately needed to move. We were on a real time crunch. And so I sat down and I just journaled out what I want to feel in my house. And I wanted a 4-bedroom house, and I wanted it to have a wood fireplace, and I wanted it to be out in nature, and I wanted to feel in a certain way when I was here. And somebody came to me within a very short period of time. Actually, I there was one other step I needed to do at that time. I needed to let go because I was controlling a lot at that point. And when I finally got to the point where I let go and said, you know, it's up to you, universe, you take care of it. I don't know what's going on. Then a person came to me and said, I think we have a house here that you'd like, and it's empty. And it's not up for sale right now, but I think the owner would sell it. Let's go meet him. And we bought our house. And we were able to move into it very quickly because it was empty. So everything just gravitated to me when I got in that right space. So if you're finding resistance in your manifestations, if what you're trying to create isn't coming to you, pull back a little bit, get yourself recentered, and start to think about, okay, what is it that I want to feel? Am I trying to tell the universe, I want it to go this way, this is what I want? Or am I sitting back and going, okay, universe, this is what my heart wants. This is what I want to feel. I want that ease. I want that flow. I want that inspiration. I want to feel this way. So if you're trying to create a career for yourself, sit down and think about what it is you want to feel. When you get up in the morning, you want to be excited to go to work. You want to be inspired. I personally love to be creative every day, and you want to be compensated financially, in a good way, in a way that makes you feel ease and freedom and the flow. And maybe it's like you want to be at home, or maybe you want to be in an environment. You want to go out and be around people. So what kind of people do you want to be around? Same thing. So if you're trying to manifest money, don't go into the numbers. Don't go into, I need it for this and this and this. Just think about, well, how will I feel when that's paid for? How will I feel when I have that financial income? And keep yourself centered in that general place, because the more we go into specifics, the more we experience resistance to that manifestation, and we start to think, well, I don't know how that's going to happen. And we try to figure it out. And we think that every sign we get from the universe is a sign for us to figure it out. So you want to just keep that ease in your manifestations. And that begins with making sure that you have time to reflect and center yourself in a big way. And summertime is such a great way to do that. And I really have come to that, because I haven't been on here doing a lot of Facebook Lives, because I'm working on centering myself. I am working on recovering myself and resting and getting my energy back, and then moving forward when I'm inspired to move forward, not when I feel like, oh, it's been too long, I should get up and do a live or give some information out on the group. And it's like, no, I'm not serving when I'm doing that. I'm serving when I feel inspired to do that. So that is my message for you. And then I sat and I'm like, okay, I was journaling this morning. I feel like I need to share this now. Now I feel like I need to move forward and share this. And I thought, well, I'll shuffle my cards and I'll pick a card for everyone today. And the card I picked was the Mountain card. And I love how this works, because that is just very much the, get yourself grounded. Get yourself strong in your alignment, strong in your center, strong in your core of energy, and then move forward from there. And the Mountain card is about standing strong and being that mountain. And I had a beautiful day yesterday. I went with a friend up to Pigeon Lake Village, which was a really cute little area that has some shops and a little boardwalk, and we had lunch up there, and we found this amazing antique store, and just delved into our afternoon of looking in these shops and just being for the day, just being without any expectations. And a hawk just flew by my window as I said that. And we were talking about the water and how healing the water is, and it's just so wonderful to be near water, and it flows and it cleanses. And then we also talked about mountains, because we were talking about, if we had a cottage, where would we have this cottage? Would it be in the mountains? Would it be by a lake? Could you have it by the river in the mountains, which would be awesome? But I said the mountains are grounding. The mountains give us that earth energy, the heartbeat of the earth, and it's very grounding. And I know I used to lay on the grass when I was in my sunbathing years, and I love to lay on the earth, and I'm sure you felt that too, that feeling of laying on the earth, just being in the sun and feeling the heartbeat of the earth. And then at the end of the day, how good you feel, how rested you feel, you know, just having been so close to the earth. And the water, of course, is that cleansing, balancing, cleansing too. So just love, I love being out in nature, and love that we can do that right now, because it's really hard sometimes in the winter to get out there and get filled up by nature. And so the mountain card is all about that. It's all about getting filled up. Fill yourself up, get yourself centered, fill your energy up, rest, realign, and then move forward. And then move forward with your inspiration and guidance, and serve in whatever great way it is that you serve. So I hope that helps you. And I'm feeling really inspired to pick another card here. Whoops. And there it is. And it is beautiful. It's Medicine Mother. And actually, this is the second time I pulled this week. So as much as it's for me, it's for you too. It's honoring your inner knowing. And oh, Mother Earth, you know, that mother intuition, that mother nurturing, that's what this card is about. Nurture yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself the love. Ease up on yourself, and then heal from that center. And she looks to me very much like a medicine woman, a healer, and it just looks very circular to me too. So very much coming back to center, healing your center core. Take the time for you. And there's been a lot going on energetically, astrologically, and you know what? You can't deny that doesn't affect us, because when you look at the effects that the moon has on our own self, like the moon moves, that's what moves our tides in and out. That's the power of that ebb and flow, that energy. So if the moon is that powerful, imagine what the whole galaxy is doing when it's aligning up with certain stars. And I don't know a whole lot about that, but it has become very clear to me in the last year that is a big part of the energy movement here on Earth. And there has been a lot going on. So give yourself the grace, give yourself the time to heal, come back to your center, be the mother for yourself, be your own medicine mother. So I hope this helps you. Hi, you guys. Good to see you, and I hope that you enjoyed. And for those of you that are watching this later, make sure that you click like or click and leave your comments, and have a beautiful day. So love you. Get out there and enjoy the weather, even though it's not very nice right now. It's a little cool, but it is what it is. It's way better than -27, right? So bye, you guys. Enjoy.